favored in this game.
Yeah, I think that's the correct way to say that. We need to just keep the train rolling. We looked really good at Monroe County the other night. Elizabeth had an Elizabeth game, and Raven had her second good game in a row. If this Trojanet team is going to stay on this track and going to be able to compete with Bowling Green, that's the formula that we have to have. We have to have those two play really well, and then we have to have everybody else be role players. When you look at a team that's only won two out of their last 12 games, it may be a little hard to get motivated, but when you say it's a district game, you got to stay undefeated in district, stay on track or stay on pace for that 1 seed with Glasgow. Those are things that should motivate us. So we've got to have some motivated girls. We need to make shots early, get that pressure set up, set the tone early, like we did at Monroe County. I think it's the same formula to get another district win tonight.
Mm-hmm. You're listening to the pregame report brought to you by Zaxby's. Make sure you check out the new Caribbean jerk filet sandwich or the boneless wings meal that comes with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce Coca-Cola freestyle drink. That's at Zaxby's. More coming up from Barren County High School as we count down to tip-off. The Trojanettes and Lady Patriots are about 16 minutes away. And this is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. and 2 in district play. Of course, the Trojanettes are 4-0. Glasgow is 2-1. They'll be here next Friday night. And then Monroe County in the cellar right now at 0-4. The 4 wins by the Lady Patriots have been over Monroe County in a district game 56-53. They beat Franklin Simpson by 25, 59-34. That's where we'll be tomorrow night. We'll be at Franklin Simpson. They beat Adair County 39-34 and Cumberland County 45-27. That's the only 4 wins that Coach Greg Dunn and the Lady Patriots have had this year. They shoot 32.6% from the field. They've hit 41 threes this year. They only shoot 59% from the foul line and 28 rebounds a game. They average 43.4 points a game, and their opponents average 51.2. Trojanettes are averaging 59.2 points a game, giving up 46.7, and they shoot 41.7% from the field. Hit 81 threes this year, shooting at 28.8%, and shooting 64% from the foul line and averaging 27 rebounds a game. And the Lady Patriots lost to the Trojanettes back in December. The Lady Patriots were 16 of 41 to the field for 39%. They hit 2 of 11 threes and 2 of 5 from the foul line. And it was Allison Metter that led the Lady Patriots in scoring with 11. She had 25 points and 20 rebounds in the game against Butler County on Monday night. They've had some close ball games this year. They've lost to Greenwood twice by 2 and by 4. Bullitt Central by 2, Crittenden County by 6, Butler County by 3, and 2 close wins over Adair County by 5 and Monroe County by 3 points. Trojanettes with 4 losses this year, 2 to Bowling Green, 1 to Anderson County, and 1 to Elizabethtown, all ranked in the top 10 to 15 of the state. And so you'd have to say that Trojanettes, Robert, have played a much tougher schedule than Allen County Scottsville.
I'd say we've played a much tougher schedule than a lot of people have, to be honest with you, and I think that ultimately benefits you as you move down the line and you get further in February and move towards March. So a team, I think Allen County, very similar to Monroe County. They played a tough game or a close game early. They have at least 1 kid out tonight, I know for sure, with illness. I think they have 4 total that aren't dressed. I'm not sure what role some of those play that are not here, but this is that time of the year with flu season, and they were actually out of school. I think it was last week for illness.
Yep.
So still getting over that, it looks like.
Let's take a look at tonight's area schedule, brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow, caring in a better way day by day. Lots of games on tap tonight, and some involving district games. Bowling Green's at Warren East in a girl-boy doubleheader. Also tonight, Warren Central's at Greenwood. Also tonight, Hart County at Cumberland County. Logan County's at Franklin Simpson down in District 13. Some single games tonight. Clinton County girls are at Clay County. Also tonight, Edmondson County boys hosting Russellville. Russellville girls at Louisville Collegiate. Taylor County at Monroe County tonight, girl-boy doubleheader. And South Warren's at Russell County for a girl-boy doubleheader tonight. Metcalfe County boys are playing in the All-A State Tournament as we speak. And they are playing Murray. And we'll try to get an updated score from that game, at least maybe a final later tonight. And also on the Coca-Cola scoreboard, the Glasgow Lady Scotties lost earlier today in the All-A State Tournament by a score of 59-51. We'll have more of our Zaxby's pregame report when we come back after this break. And always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High School basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. 5 of the last 6 matchups have been decided by 11 points or less. Of course, just 5 years ago, the Lady Patriots went all the way to the state championship game before losing. And, of course, they've got an assistant coach on the girls' team this year, Gary DeWitt, who coached the Lady Patriots in 1996 to 2001 and also 2004 to 2007. But it was Brad Bonds that took the team to the state championship game in 2015. Greg Dunn's in his second season with Allen County Scottsville. One of his assistant coaches, Billy Joe Miller, has been with the program for 15 years as an assistant coach. So we take a look at the lineups brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. For the Lady Patriots, Jay McReynolds, a 5'4" junior, averaging 4.3 points a game. Taylor Carter, 5'7" junior, 5.3 points a game. Allison Metter, a 5'9" junior, averages 13.7 points and 5.8 rebounds. Chloe Cook, a 5'8" sophomore, averaging 6.5 points and 6.7 rebounds. And Kaylee Bullington, a 5'5" senior, averaging 6.6 points and 4.4 rebounds for the Lady Patriots. A young ball club with 3 juniors, a sophomore, and a senior in the starting lineup tonight for Coach Greg Dunn. Trojanettes under fourth-year head coach Piper Lindsay, the defending 4th region champs and back-to-back 15th district champs. Of course, a win over Glasgow next Friday night will clinch the number 1 seed in the district heading into tournament time, which the district tournament this year being played at Allen County, Scottsville. Coach Piper Lindsay's assistant coaches are Scott Chapman and Chad Withrow. Katie Murphy, 5'5", 8th grader, averaging 3 points a game. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'7", senior, averaging 20.1 points and 3.7 rebounds. She is the leading scorer in the region right now and the number 1 player voted by the coaches in the 4th region, the Campbellsville University signee. Raven Ennis, a 5'9", sophomore, averaging 9.3 points and 4.7 rebounds. Carly Delk, 5'9", senior, averaging 8.4 points and 5.2 rebounds a game. And Eve Jackson, the other starter for the Trojanettes, 5'9", senior, averaging 6.7 points and 3 rebounds a game. So there's your starting lineups brought to you by SCRTC. We'll take a quick look at the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Open a Coke and enjoy the game. And from the All-A State Tournament, Metcalfe County boys leading Murray, actually are tied with Murray after 1 quarter. It is 17-17 after 1 period of play. So, again, Trojanettes are favored by 26 if you look at it on paper tonight. And I thought I had another score here that was texted to me a second ago, but I guess not. Okay. All right, think I got it. You're listening to our broadcast at 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow. We're online at the new 104thescore.com. BCHS live tonight. The officials for tonight's game, David Logston, Mark Curry, and Mike Carby. The official sponsors, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality, no matter the size of the project. But you look at Allen County, Scottsville, McReynolds was their point guard last year. Taylor Carter started. Allison Metter was out with an ACL. She's actually blew both knees over her high school career, her freshman year and then her sophomore year. Chloe Cook started some last year for the Lady Patriots. So you can't say that this team does not have experience, but they do.
They do have experience, but what they don't have is Sarah Sutton. They don't have Mason Towery. Sarah, look. Night on a Campbellsville squad that's really good again this year. So those kids are part of their program history, but they're not playing tonight, and that's why they're really struggling this year to find wins.
Back with the tip-off after this break. This is Barren County High basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Rush on Stats with us tonight. I got a text from Allen County Scottsville statistician Donnie Metter, who has the flu, by the way. Wish him speedy recovery. Lady Patriots are actually 4-14. They did not post one of their games on the KHSAA scoreboard where they lost to Westmoreland 59-29 last Friday night. So they're 4-14. Thanks to Donnie for that little tidbit of information there. Allen County Scottsville blue uniforms tonight, white numbers and letters, red trim, ACS on the side of their shorts. Trojanettes, home white, burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold, and a burgundy and gold stripe down the sides. And a pretty good crowd here on a Friday night for this district encounter. We'll have Glasgow here next Friday night. That's the next home game. We're busy over the next 4 or 5 days. Go to Franklin Simpson tomorrow night. Go to Hart County Monday night. Go to Logan County Tuesday night.
Yeah, we'll be in that 13th district a lot in this week and the coming week.
So lots of basketball. We're right smack dab in the middle of the season. Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. The first quarter of action sponsored by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. ACS already out of the floor. And Allison Metter, of course, with 2 braces, one on each knee from the ACL injuries she's had her freshman and sophomore years. Trojanettes moving left to right here in the first half as we see it here in the broadcast table. ACS coming right to left. Chloe Cook for Allen County Scottsville. Raven Ennis for Barren County. And Mark Curry will step in here in just a second to toss it up. And here we go. Controlled by the Trojanettes. Katie Murphy will handle the point. Looks like a matchup zone or man-to-man. They've switched. Murphy, bounce pass over to Bertram. Bertram looking inside. Out top is Ennis. Right side it goes to Murphy. Murphy, skip pass left side. Jackson, she's open. Lets it go. Yes.
Elizabeth kind of set a screen as she cut. Her man didn't get over and left Eve wide open. Good start for her.
3-0 on the People's Bank three-point shot. And in trouble, Allen County Scottsville. They finally get it across. Bullington, 10-second count.
She was right at the line, crossing the line as he blew the whistle. Yep. So good defense. We didn't get a turnover, a live ball turnover, taking it to the rim, but we still turned them over in their first press possession.
Katie Murphy, Wango off to the left side. 3-0 Trojanettes here early. Screen from Ennis. Bounce pass off to Bertram. Bertram left elbow, steps back, 17-footer. Got it.
I think she'd rather shoot that step back where she feels comfortable than try to attack the rim.
5-0, and we got a foul in the backcourt as Cook went to the deck, and it's going to be on Raven Ennis, her first foul of the basketball game against the Trojanettes.
Couldn't stop her momentum and ran through Cook.
McReynolds will toss it in as it comes into Bullington. Back to McReynolds. McReynolds in the backcourt. She's in a trap now. Needs some help back there. Fires in the middle to Cook. Now Cook dribbles and into the key. Gives it to Bullington and back out to McReynolds to set up. Goes back left side to Bullington with Bertram guarding her. Gets a screen from Metter. Dribbles right. Kicks it back left. Here's Metter with a three-point shot, and she knocks the bottom out of it.
They're not a great three-point shooting team in comparison. We've hit double this year compared to what they've hit, 81 to 41.
Right, and that's only her 18th three-point shot of the year from Metter. 5-3, Barren County. Raven Ennis hands it off out there to Jackson. Top of the key going left. Covered up. Has to get rid of it. Oh. Murphy was breaking to the basket. She was wide open, couldn't see her. Now here's a turnover by Barren. Here goes Bullington to the basket against Bertram, and she blocks it out of bounds.
You don't mishandle it very often and give the other team a wide open breakaway layup, but good job by Elizabeth recovering.
And Cook will toss it into the left baseline for Allen County Scottsville. Throws it out to Metter. Got Carly Delk guarding her. Flips it off over to McReynolds. McReynolds back up over the late near side to Bullington. Bullington, Metter coming over to set a screen. Dribbles right. And gives it off in the right wing to McReynolds. She circles the free throw line. Shot blocked in there by Murphy. Taken by Ennis. 2-on-2 break. Ennis takes it, splits the defenders, throws it up, missed everything. Got her on rebound. Murphy throws it up, no good. Ball's tapped out. Delk tried to go for it, and then it went off Bullington and out of bounds.
Good hustle to get us that offensive rebound. We've been really, really active in these last, we'll go ahead and say this one too, last 3 games.
And here's Ennis out of the corner for 3. No good. Rebound long off to McReynolds. She's racing down the court on the left side. McReynolds pulls up, throws it out to Matter for another 3 way off the mark. Battle for the rebound, down on the floor, scramble between Eve Jackson and Kaylee Bullington. And it'll be ACS basketball with 5:37 to play here in the opening quarter. Barren County leading 5-3. And Carter to toss it in. Ball's deflected, but taken by Metter on the left baseline. Sends it back out to Bullington, gives to Cook. And now Cook dribbles out front with it. Comes over to McReynolds. McReynolds bounce pass back to Cook on the right side. Now feeds it down in the lane, and we got a traveling violation on Bullington. Barren County will get the basketball. 5:16 to go in the opening quarter. 5-3 the score. Long pass down the baseline. Here's Jackson throwing it up over the rim and tapped out of bounds by Delk.
It took her a minute to realize how wide open she was, and it kind of threw her off her game because she could have shot it, instead made a decision to drive and didn't get it.
Metter breaks the pressure. Left side goes to Cook. Had an open look, didn't take it. Now fires it up from 18. It's an air ball. Bullington chases it down and curls out. Gives it out top to McReynolds. McReynolds at the left elbow. Throws it behind her to Cook. Cook out between the circles now. Gives it back to McReynolds to set up. Swings it left side. It's Carter. Carter trying to go down low to Metter. Can't get it to her. Here's McReynolds. Fakes one way. Pulls up. 15-footer. No good. Rebound to Delk. Cleared it out for the Trojanettes. Gives it to Murphy. Diagonal pass up court right side. Ennis pulls up. Dumps it off to Jackson, and she puts it in.
She messed up 2 times in a row last week, and she corrected it right there. That was a great job.
Going to get a traveling violation in the back court against McReynolds.
Well,
so give that assist to Raven Ennis and the Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assist.
Raven made the defense come get her, and when she did, she dropped it right underneath. That was a perfect way to execute a 2-on-1.
The Barren County's basketball goes underneath to Delk. Got to go chase it down in the right corner. Covered up by Metter. Bounces it out to Bertram. Bertram trying to make her way in. Dumps it off. It's deflected out of bounds. Yeah, it went off Allen County Scottsville because Murphy didn't touch it.
Yeah, a lot of hands to pass it through, but it would have been the right one if she maybe lobbed it to Murphy there.
So Bertram will toss it in left of the bucket. Bertram throws it out deep on the left side of Jackson. Now Jackson putting down a couple of dribbles. Looking for Bertram, breaking left of the lane. Takes it out to the corner. Now circles out. Can't shoot the 3. All over is Carter. And here's Ennis spinning in the lane. Up and under. Flips it up. Got it in.
That's a big-time move right there. You can see the growth of Raven just right before our eyes.
Ball gets away from Bullington, and then Murphy threw it away.
She threw it where she wanted Elizabeth to go, not necessarily where she was.
So Allen County Scottsville's basketball with 3:50 to go here in the quarter. Trojanettes with a 9-3 lead, and Ennis stole it, got down on the floor, scramble for a jump ball back to Barren.
Hey, green.
And Murphy will toss it in on the right baseline. Feeds it underneath. There to Bertram. Trying to go up with a shot. Hits the side of the backboard. Carter with a rebound for Allen County Scottsville. Here comes McReynolds being chased. She throws it away.
Led Bullington way too far.
So Barren County's basketball. 3:36 to go in the quarter. Leading 9-3. Murphy straight away. Bounce pass right over to Jackson. Now Jackson bounces it out to Delk. Swings it left side to Murphy. Finds Jackson down low and puts it in.
Good ball movement without the ball as well.
7 points for Eve Jackson this quarter. 11-3 Trojanettes. McReynolds throws a pass between on a bounce pass. Here's Carter trying to go baseline. Got around Delk. Puts it up. It's blocked. Murphy out of there with it. Up court it goes to Ennis on the left side. Stops and throws it cross court. Bertram going to fire up a 3-point shot. It's short. Delk trying to get the offensive board. It's knocked out of bounds by Metter. And first substitution for Allen County Scottsville, Jaylee Steenbergen, a 5'6" 8th grader that averages 2.5 points a game. Murphy will toss it in, right baseline for Barren. Sends it out to the right elbow. Here's Ennis, follow-away shot. No, missed it badly. Then tried to get it on rebound. Saved it in bounds. Murphy tried to go up. We got a foul call. It's on number 12. It's Jay McReynolds, her first, and the Lady Patriots' first team foul. And Katie Murphy at the line for 2 shots. Macy Lockhart getting ready to check in, a 5'9" sophomore. Free throw by Murphy, good.
Here's what makes our team different than a whole lot of teams. Katie blocks that shot, gets the rebound, and she's our point guard, and she throws it ahead to somebody else who can handle the ball just as well, almost as well as she can, and lead the break. Yeah. So a lot of teams don't have one guard, much less more than one that can handle the ball.
Katie Murphy sinking both free throws. Lead now at 10, 13-3. Allen County Scottsville trying to get it across half court. They split the defenders. They're going to have a foul call. Steenbergen trying to split the defenders. Going to have a foul on Katie Murphy, her first, team second. And with 2:39 to go here in the first quarter. Barren County with a 13-3 lead. And Steenbergen only an 8th grader out there for Allen County Scottsville. Here's McReynolds heading left side. Throws it in the corner. Steenbergen, 3, air ball. Bertram's got it for the Trojanettes. Bertram into the front court. Angles off left, drives, feeds it off underneath to Delk. She mishandled it and it got knocked away. Allen County Scottsville comes up with a basketball. And here's McReynolds, sends it down to Steenbergen, 18-footer of the left wing, no good. Rebound in there, Metter had it for a moment, lost it. Ennis has got it. Ahead up to Bertram on the left side. Bertram gets away from McReynolds, drives, runs into Cook, and we're going to have a blocking foul on Chloe Cook. That'll be her first foul, second Lady Patriot foul of the half. And Elizabeth Bertram at the line for 2 shots.
She actually slid to the right side away from Elizabeth's strong hand, and Elizabeth, for some reason, went right. So it kind of worked out, but she still got the block instead of the charge.
Carly Delk checks out for the Trojanettes, and then for her is Taylor Harlow, a 5'9" freshman. Free throw by Bertram, good. 14-3, or 15-3. Trojanettes. 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Cook in the backcourt gets rid of the basketball to Carter down the right side. Drives to the baseline, trying to force up the shot. Missed it, got her own rebound. Comes back out to Metter. She mishandled it, and Ennis has got the basketball for the Trojanettes. Ennis across. Layup is good for Bertram. Timeout by Coach Greg Dunn. 17-3. Barren County with 1:44 to go here in the quarter.
Another good job running the break. That was Raven who ran the break, got us out, executed a 2-on-1 break just like she did a while ago. So when we can learn from our mistakes, when first of all we can recognize that we make mistakes and then fix them, that makes us a much better ball club. And while we're ahead 17-3 right now, we look very impressive. Allen County very frustrated that they haven't been able to, I don't think they've gotten past half court on over half of their possessions here in the first 6 minutes.
Barren County's defensive press is really causing some problems for the Lady Patriots here in the early going. Coca-Cola scoreboard update from the All-A State Tournament. Murray leads Metcalfe County at halftime 36-30. As McReynolds gets the ball and play to Steenbergen, knocked away, stolen by Harlow. Harlow flips it off to Bertram. Bertram driving underneath, puts it up, hit the bottom of the rim, and taken there by Steenbergen. Outlet pass comes to Carter, the right side. Threads the needle, broken up in there, taken by Murphy. She'll sling it up court. Oh, a dangerous pass picked off by McReynolds. Cuts back left, pump fake over Ennis, shot block foul.
I think that was actually intended for Raven. Raven let it go, made it too long of a pass that they could pick off.
And that's 2 on Raven Ennis. So she'll probably have to come out here. Carly Delk will come in after the first free throw for McReynolds, and it's missed badly to the right side of the rim. So Ennis checks out. And also in the ball game for Coach Piper Lindsay is Emma Hughes, a 5'5" junior. McReynolds back to the line for one more. It's on the way, and she got that one. 54%er from the free throw line. 17-4, Barren County, 1:20 to play here in the first quarter. And Elizabeth Bertram handling the point right now as Murphy is on the bench. Leaves it out there with Lockhart. Hands it off to Hughes. Hands it off to Delp. And now to Lockhart. Flips it back left side over to Hughes. Now Hughes curls around to the top of the key. Gives it off to Delp and hands it off to Lockhart. Bounce pass off to Hughes. 17-footer straight away, no good. Battle for the rebound. And Harlow saved it in bounds, but Bullington comes up with it for Allen County Scottsville. McReynolds into the front court quickly. Left side corner, Carter. Back out to McReynolds. Now dumps it down to Metter. Turnaround shot, no. And crashing the boards, Carly Delk. Got rid of the basketball up court to Harlow, and now to Lockhart. Lockhart steps back, shoots a 17-footer. No, missed it badly. Taken by Bullington for Allen County Scottsville. Falls down with the basketball, and Coach Greg Dunn called a timeout.
She didn't really have anybody to get rid of the basketball to. There were white jerseys all around her. That was his only option if he wanted to keep that possession.
Second timeout already for the Lady Patriots. Trojanettes 17, Allen County Scottsville 4. With 24.7 seconds to go here in the quarters, we take the People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow, your local community bank working for you.
Allen County only one field goal in this whole first quarter, and that was really a three that was just thrown up hoping it would go in. So not a very efficient offensive quarter for the Lady Patriots.
And that was early in the first quarter. Allison Metter hitting that three after the Trojanettes had hit a three by Jackson and a two-point basket.
Hey, back here, Taylor, down here.
24.7. McReynolds will toss it in. Three forced down the court and gives it to Steenbergen. Back to McReynolds. 22 seconds to play. They stack it up. Both sides of the lane. Now McReynolds. Out it comes to Cook. Cook trying to make a move. Has it stolen away by Lockhart. 3-on-2 break. Lockhart drives, puts it up. It's no good. Rebound put back up and in by Hughes.
Good job trailing the play.
2 seconds. Mid-court shot. Good for Cook.
The two field goals they have were almost both desperation threes.
That ends the quarter. Barren County 19, Allen County Scottsville 7. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back at Barren County High School, second quarter action. Trojanettes 19, Lady Patriots 7. And here's a turnaround shot that's no good for Carter. Rebound comes off to Macy Lockhart for the Trojanettes. She's covered up, needs some help. Threw it away, right in the hands of Carter. Here's Steenbergen driving in. Shot blocked by Lockhart, but a foul. That'll be her first and the fourth Trojanet foul of the half. Second quarter presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Steenbergen at the line, a 50% foul shooter, sinks the first one. 19-8. And make it 19-9. And bounce pass comes to Bertram.
41, Carly.
Bertram now working to the right side, hands it off to Jackson. Sends it out to Hughes, swings it in the left corner to Lockhart. Back out to Hughes. Can't penetrate. Back over to Jackson to the right side. Jackson back left over to Hughes. Now Hughes sends it back out to Jackson. Right side it goes to Bertram. Here's the lob. Down low, had it stripped away as Dilk Mishandled the pass. Here's McReynolds left side over to Bullington. Back out to McReynolds. Back to Bullington. She's open. 3 in the air. No. And that ball, well, thought it went out of bounds, but it was saved in bounds, and Lockhart comes up with it. Had trouble with it. Traveling violation.
She put herself in a situation where she probably just should have picked the ball up and let somebody come help her.
Katie Murphy back in the ball game for Coach Piper Lindsay. Also, Cook has returned for Allen County Scottsville. And Metter will toss it in. Gets it into Cook, and out it comes to Carter. Carter sends it over to McReynolds. 19-9 the score. Barren County led 17-3 at one point. Cook over to Bullington. Down to the right corner is Metter. Hands it off now to McReynolds. She circles to the top of the key. Goes back right side over to Metter. Got Carly Delk guarding her. They go inside there to Cook, and back over it goes to Bullington. Trying to go baseline. She's cut off by Jackson. Has to reverse it back out. Now gets a screen from Carter. Throws it back out to McReynolds with 6:15 to play here in the first half. McReynolds threw it away.
No, they're going to say it was deflected.
Was it? I didn't see anybody hand. Who got the hand on it?
I'm not sure anybody, but that's what they say.
Well, Lady Patriots keep it on the left baseline, and Cook will toss it in. Gets it into Carter, and she falls down.
That is a walk.
And ball gets loose, and Jackson gets knocked out of bounds this time by McReynolds. That thing ricocheted around like a ping pong ball.
They just let him play that out for a second. Probably should have blew the whistle 3 or 4 times. First quarter stats, the Trojanettes were 7 of 19 for 37%. Allen County just 2 field goals the whole game, and they still only have 2. They're shooting 20% from the field.
Jackson with it on the left wing. Out top, Lockhart. Right side, it goes to Murphy. Murphy out top to Lockhart. Left side, Bertram. Not much movement going on out there. Right side, Lockhart. And we got a whistle away from the ball.
4. They're going to call it on 4, holding Elizabeth as she tried to go through.
Be on Taylor Carter, her first, and number 3 on the Lady Patriots here in the first half.
As you accurately said, there's not much movement. That makes us really easy to guard right now. We've got to get Allen County working a little harder on the defensive end.
Right. Here's Bertram on the left side. Steps back behind the arc for 3. No. Rebound tapped away as Jackson tried to go for it. And it's going to be ACS basketball.
Couldn't get that rebound, but we did out-rebound them 14-6 in the first quarter, and that's a huge plus for us.
McReynolds gets the ball and play to Bullington. Back to McReynolds. Oh, a dangerous pass picked off by Jackson. Little lazy pass there by McReynolds, and Bertram drives a baseline and rolls it up and in.
Pass 2, Lady Patriots.
21-9, Barren County. Ball comes into Cook, and then Jackson reaches in and ties it up, and it'll be Barren County's basketball in the alternating possession. Murphy looking. So dangerous pass picked off by Bullington. Jackson trying to stay with her, going to the bucket, puts it up, the block, got it back. Now in trouble, goes to the floor, traveling violation. She got surrounded by 3 Trojanettes.
Good job defending and not fouling there, because very easily you could have reached in and got them the ball back.
Liberty Rice checks into the Trojanet lineup, a 5'5 junior. And in for Allen County Scottsville is number 10, Haley Steenbergen, a 5'4 junior. Liberty Rice going to bring it up court for the Trojanettes. We played 3 minutes in the second quarter. Barren County leading 21-9. Rice heads right, sends it to Jackson, fakes, drives into the lane, dumps it back off to Lockhart to the right or left wing. Now ran into Bertram coming by, and jump ball possession arrow to ACS.
We're in a little bit of a lull right now. Only 2 points this quarter. Only 2 points for Allen County, too, fortunately, though. We've got to find some rhythm. We're turning the ball over way too many times in this stretch right now. We can't have those stretches where we go backwards. We got to keep it going forward.
And McReynolds will set it up for Allen County Scottsville. Right side it goes to Steenbergen. Out to Haley Steenbergen. She's covered up now. Back over to Jaylee Steenbergen. Now she needs help. Bounces it out now to McReynolds. McReynolds off the screen right. Goes down low in there to Metter. Forces up the shot. Blocked in there by Jackson. Taken by Delk. Here comes Bertram into the front court. Right side. Cuts back left. Steps back. Now still on the dribble. Wants to drive with it. Splits the defenders. Puts it up. No. Ball tipped out. Whistle and a foul on Barren County.
It's probably a foul on Elizabeth who shot that.
First foul on Carly Delk. That'll be 5 of the Trojanettes here in the first half. Some changes in the lineup. Emma Hughes back in the Trojanet lineup. So now we've got Jackson and Delk, Murphy, Hughes, and Rice. A little different combination there than we've seen.
Yeah. Still got 3 starters out there, but this combination we haven't seen very often.
Here's Metter with it on the right side against Delk. Over to Cook on the left side. Sends it over to Haley Steenbergen. Can't go against Murphy. Comes back out to Jaylee Steenbergen. She's guarded closely by Emma Hughes. Now tries to drive with it. Almost had it knocked loose. Got it back. Forces up the shot. Pulled down by Delk on the rebound. Outlet pass comes up to Jackson. Crossover move. Stops and sends it off to Murphy. Over to Rice. She's open for the 3, and it's going to be short.
Yeah, she's got to take that. She's wide open. Yep. She just pumped it and then decided to take it, making it hard.
Here's McReynolds stopping. She walked. Not much going on here in the second quarter. Barren County with a bucket and Lady Patriots with 2 free throws.
They've still got 2 field goals the whole game.
Yep, and there were 3s, and one of them was a desperation.
Yeah.
Mid-court.
She did win the ham. I mean, it was, we didn't even defend her. We left her wide open. Right. Just let her shoot it like she was shooting a half-court shot for the money.
And now Allen County Scottsville picking up pressure, but here comes Murphy. She drives against McReynolds, lost the handle, got it back though, feeds it to Rice, and she's fouled going up.
It's probably a one-possession deal, changing the game, trying to change the game on us, throwing us some pressure.
Fouls on Bullington, her first. That'll be number 4 of the Lady Patriots. Liberty Rice at the charity stripe for 2 shots. First one, no good. Hasn't been to the line much this year, but she only shoots 47.4%. Second free throw for Rice. No, it didn't even draw iron.
On the positive side of that does let us set up in our pressure. See if we can get a turnover out of it.
So McReynolds will toss it in. It comes into Carter. Carter's in a trap. Bounces back to McReynolds. She'll get rid of it over to Bullington. Bullington now trying to get out of the trap. Back to McReynolds. Going to have to hurry. Get it across the line. Feeds it off to Steenbergen. Down to Carter. Here's a shot. No good. Rebound on the other side by Haley Steenbergen. Now Bullington with it. Long range right. Lobs it off to McReynolds. McReynolds sends it off in the left corner. Now to Carter. Trying to go baseline. Gets around Harlow. And moved into Murphy. Lost the handle. Hughes has got it for the Trojanettes. Throws it behind her to Murphy. Murphy, diagonal pass, baseline. Rice needs some help. Dribbles it in the paint, goes underneath, goes up with a shot, and she's fouled. Foul on Jaylee Steenbergen. That'll be her first, and number 5 on the Lady Patriots here in the first half. First shot is good for Rice. Apparently somebody is about to get thrown out of the gym for chanting at referee David Logston.
Yeah, he probably deserves everything David just said to him, too.
And she'll have one more, 22-9. And it's on the way. This one comes out. Rebound to Metter. And here's Jaylee Steenbergen with the basketball. Right side to Cook. 2:16 left in the half. 22-9. It was 19-7 at the end of the first quarter. Now Metter steps back behind the arc, lobs it down to Cook. Guarded by Jackson. Back out it comes to Jaylee Steenbergen. Jaylee Steenbergen against Emma Hughes. Trying to go baseline. Puts it up. It is good.
We just got beat baseline and nobody there to help to give up their first field goal of the quarter.
22-11. Murphy with the basketball, driving and had it swatted away, but a traveling violation on Bullington. Elizabeth Bertram and Macy Lockhart returning to the Trojanet lineup. With 1:49 to go here in the first half.
I know we doubled them up. I know it's 22-11, and we're very comfortable, but that's how we're playing, too. Comfortable with the lead we have. We need to kick it back in gear.
Here's Jackson. Thought about the three. Drives it in the lane. Goes under. Shot it too hard against the glass.
Yeah, we're getting really good looks. We got to convert.
Here comes Cook with it down the right side for Allen County Scottsville. Floats it down to Metter. Gets it out to Bullington. Back to Cook. And now Jaylee Steenbergen over to Carter on the left side. Back to Jaylee Steenbergen. Puts it up. It's good and a foul.
Got us to leave our feet. Just one little slight ball fake, and we went for it.
Foul on Bertram. Her first, team sixth.
Give them credit. They've learned from previous possessions, too. We've been going for the block almost every possession. That time they showed it, and we flew by.
And Jaylee Steenbergen has all 7 points, the 8th grader for Allen County Scottsville this quarter. Jackson for 3. No good. Rebound cleared out by Bullington. It's 22-14. Minute 12 to go in the first half. Carter with a basketball. Sends it down the corner to Cook. And now Cook out front to Bullington. Coming down to a minute to play here before halftime. Joey Bunch, Principal Austin Tracy will join us here at the break. Ball tipped away by Jackson and out of bounds.
They're playing some younger kids that probably don't see a whole lot of time, and I'm not sure if that's because they're missing some kids like we talked about with sickness, but they're playing pretty well.
Yeah. Ball comes in the corner to Cook. And the ball gets away. Metter grabs it, throws it out to Bullington. Fakes, drives, has it stripped away. Delk's got it, gives it off to Bertram. 47 seconds to play. Bertram, top of the key, trying to make a move on Carter. Drives it down the lane, can't get it to go down.
2 layups on that right side that were pretty open. We missed back-to-back possessions.
And here's Cook driving against Jackson. Throws it off the left corner. Here's a shot by Carter. Air ball. Bertram's got it for the Trojanettes with 28 seconds to play. Bertram pushing it down the floor, going in for the layup. Got it as she hit the deck. 10 points for Elizabeth Bertram. 24-14. 8 seconds to go in a half. Or 18 it is. Here's a pass thrown away out of bounds at midcourt. Barren County will get it back with 13 and a half seconds to play.
It's one way you get a 2-for-1 there with the clock winding down. When you don't have a shot clock, you press them and make them turn it over.
Bertram will toss it in. Comes out to Murphy. Over to Jackson. Now Jackson trying to get away from the defender. Lost the handle, had it stripped away. Loose ball on the floor. Murphy gives it to Bertram. 4 seconds, 3, 2. Going to have to throw it up, and it's going to come up way short. That's the end of the first half. Barren County 24, Allen County Scottsville 14. We'll come back with our halftime report. Brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill after this. As you're listening to Barren County High School basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Trojanettes 24, Allen County Scottsville 14 here at the break as the Lady Patriots outscored the Trojanettes 7-5 in that second period after the Trojanettes jumped out to a 17-3 lead and led 19-7 at the end of the first quarter. Not much happening in the second period of play, but Joey Bunch, principal of Austin Tracy's, had a lot been happening.
How are you doing, Jay?
How you doing, man?
Oh, doing great.
Junior Beta.
Just now got home a couple of hours ago. We've been gone since Wednesday with all the elementary schools and a lot of Junior Beta members. I think they told us somewhere around 7,000 members this year is the biggest convention they'd ever had in Louisville.
7,000.
7,000 members, and then throw some adults in there. So it's been an interesting 3 days. So Austin Tracy and Barren County's come home with a lot of hardware. We showed up and showed out. So we took home we took home 3 different first place finishes. 5th grade math took that home with Reed Hoffman getting first place in math in 5th grade. 5th grade science, Liam Stewart, and then junior painting was taken home by Grace Burns. So we got some great results up there today. We got back. So
and that started. Was that yesterday?
No, we started Wednesday.
Oh, actually Wednesday.
A lot of us went up and we celebrated and did some things in Living Lit, group talent. I mean, all the schools in Barren County have come home, and all of them come home with something. So they did very well, represented our school system very well. Very proud of them.
How many students from Austin Tracy went?
We took 33.
33.
3 chaperones. They do an awesome job. I mean, overall, I don't have a clue of how many from the district went, but I know everywhere you turn, Barren County's names were being mentioned, all elementary schools and our middle school.
That's great. What else been going on?
Well, early in the semester last fall, we got to celebrate a big accomplishment for our school with our state testing results coming back. We were one of 20 schools recognized by the commissioner for having the top 20 growth score in the state of Kentucky from year to year, and we thrive on that, trying to help our kids be the best they can be. Once again, with our me versus me mentality, I can't ask for anything better in a group of kids. Our community is wonderful down there around the lake. Staff works hard day in, day out. I think that's the same thing every year. You will not find a group of harder working people, just like our whole district is. We've got from the top to the bottom, we've got some of the best around in the region.
How many students this year?
Including preschool, we're up to around 282, 285. It's up. It's doing great. We got multiple classrooms in each grade level. That's the first since I've been there. So enrollment's up. Things are looking up, and can't ask for anything more.
So it's like the county keeps growing.
County keeps growing. People are moving in. We're getting students from all over. Surrounding districts are hearing the good news coming in. I mean, the scores that we got being a 4-star school this year was great. Very big for our kids. They celebrated. We celebrated. And, it's what we want to do again this year. It's not all about test scores. It's about helping these kids reach their maximum potential day in and day out. We just want them to be good people when they leave us going into the middle school and keep being citizens of Barren County and train them, and then we trust them to be what they need to be.
And you're kind of in that corner where, 3 counties meet with Monroe and Allen and Barren.
And we're pulling a lot from there. And even at the edge of Tennessee, I've got some students that are traveling in from Acresville
right across the line.
Across the line. Yeah. So it's good things, good news, and we're going to keep building and keep going.
Joe, it's always good to see you.
Jay, appreciate all you do for
We could talk a long time.
All time. Appreciate it. Go Trojanettes.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Joey Bunch, principal at Austin Tracy Elementary here at halftime. Trojanettes 24, Allen County Scottsville 14. We'll come back with a halftime stats and scoring after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Colton Steakhouse and Grill. We know what's at stake. First half for Allen County Scottsville, 4 field goals. 2 of those were 3-pointers, and they were 4 or 5 from the charity stripe. 7 points for 8th grader Jaylee Steenbergen, and a 3-point bucket from Allison Metter and Chloe Cook. 1 point for Jay McReynolds, and that was all the scoring for the Lady Patriots in the first half. Barren County had 9 field goals, 1 of those a 3-point shot, and they were 5 of 8 from the charity stripe. Elizabeth Bertram with 10 points in the first half, 4 baskets and 2 free throws. 7 for Eve Jackson. She scored all those in the first quarter with a 3-pointer and 2 2-point baskets. 2 points each for Katie Murphy. Those were on free throws. A bucket from Emma Hughes and a bucket from Raven Ennis. She went out early with 2 fouls and did not return in the first half, second quarter. 1 point for Liberty Rice. She was 1 of 4 from the stripe. Carly Delk started the ball game, did not score. Macy Lockhart and Taylor Harlow, both freshmen, played some minutes in the first half but failed to score. What do you got on stats there from Mr. Rex Rush?
Just a couple of things real quick. It looks like Allen County was 4 of 19 overall for the half, 21%. We were 9 of 28 for the half at 32%. So here's the difference, though, in the quarters. We attempted 19 shots in the first quarter. We attempted 9 in the second quarter. So very quickly, that's how things went south or went sour there in the second quarter for us and let Allen County get back in this game.
Yeah. Haven't talked about the student section tonight. They're dressed in camouflage.
Camouflage? Hard to see, aren't
it? It is hard to see.
I think that's
you think a lot of them are deer hunters?
I think it's in honor of military appreciation, but it winds up when they go to their closet, they get the hunting camo instead of maybe military-type camo. So a couple other things. Eve was 50% in the first half. She was 3 of 6. Elizabeth was 4 of 10. We did turn it over 9 times, which I think is way too many against somebody that's not really even pressuring us hardly at all. They pressured us 1 time, and that was it.
Coca-Cola scoreboard update. Over to Coke and enjoy the game from the All-A State Tournament. Murray 53, Metcalfe County Hornets 38 after 3 quarters, and after 1 period of play, it is Taylor County Girls 14, Monroe County 11.
That ballooned real quick on Metcalfe. They were right there, the 6-point deficit at half, and then it went to 15 at the end of the third quarter.
Barren County's basketball. Delka, the corner, in and out on a 3, and we're going to get another foul on Raven Ennis.
Not sure that's the design that Piper had coming out of the locker room, and when you don't execute the way you need to, you pick up a 3rd foul on Raven. Raven not being out there was maybe the most important thing for us, or the main reason we didn't have a great first half.
And so Allen County Scottsville having trouble in the backcourt, finally get it to Bullington and feeds it off to McReynolds. Bounce pass across the lane. There's Metter with a shot, no good. Crashing aboard is Ennis. Gives it off to Murphy. She loses a handle. Bodies diving to the floor for the jump ball possession arrow to Allen County Scottsville.
Katie, uncharacteristic tonight, has several turnovers. She dribbled it with her right hand when the defender was right there on her right side. She's got to put it in her left hand, and she's up the floor successfully.
Third quarter presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. McReynolds with the basketball, out front with it for Allen County Scottsville. Straight away to Cook, and down it goes to Carter. Carter back out top, Bullington. Dribbles left, gives it to McReynolds on the wing. In the corner is Cook. Can't shoot with Ennis guarding her. Here's Carter for 3. Drains it from the top of the key. And now it's a 7-point lead.
They've got more 3s and 2s.
And Jackson falling away, off balance. No, missed it badly, and here come the Lady Patriots.
We're in need of a regroup bad.
And almost a steal, Murphy, but I believe it went on the end line in the corner, so Lady Patriots will keep the ball.
And by regroup, I'm not saying Piper needs to call timeout. They need to play through this. They need to figure it out. They need to figure it out real quickly.
And Cook's going to toss it in. Ball batted loose, and Delk comes up with it, gives to Murphy. Off it goes to Jackson. Left of the lane, up with the left hand. Too strong. Ball out of bounds off the hands of Cook.
Lucky there. I thought Raven actually knocked it out, and she was very much in danger of picking up her 4th foul.
Barren led 17-3 to start the ball game. Bertram, right wing 3. No. McReynolds with the basketball for Allen County Scottsville. Ahead up to Cook in the corner. Carter fakes, goes baseline, pump fake, goes up, foul on Jackson. Her first, team second.
So since that time at 17-3, that means they've outscored us, what, 14-7? Is that right?
14-7. Free throw good for Carter.
So jumped out of the gate quickly, but they have caught back up down the stretch. We'll see how we respond.
Jaylee Steenbergen comes in for Chloe Cook for the Lady Patriots. Carter, 61.5% foul shooter on the season for ACS. Second free throw toss is no good, and Ennis with the rebound. Gives to Bertram. Bertram picks up her dribble straight away. It goes over to Murphy. Back over it goes to Bertram. Down the left corner. Ennis will pull the trigger. Got it.
They drop back zone that time. Raven needs to hit that for us.
Peoples Bank three-point shot for Raven Ennis. Gives Barren County back the lead at 9. A traveling in the backcourt on Jaylee Steenbergen. Trojanettes will get it back. .6:12 to play here in the third quarter. Barren County 27, Allen County Scottsville 18. Ennis in the left corner. Sends it back out to Bertram. Feeds Delk down low, puts it up, shot it over the rim, trying to get her on a rebound, and taken in there by Carter. Bounces it off McReynolds, being chased in the backcourt. Feeds it up court now to Bullington. Bullington down low. Matter has a shot blocked by Jackson, taken by Delk. And here's Ennis with the basketball. Baseballs it to Bertram and had it poked away by McReynolds and out of bounds. The Barren County will have the basketball, and it'll be Bertram on the right baseline to toss it in. Bertram inbound out to Delk, right corner, feeds to Jackson in a crowd. Ball's tipped away and out of bounds. Out of bounds off of Jackson. Trying to force too much.
We just completely all shut down. We can have one or two maybe shut down, but we've all five of us on the floor shut down at the same time.
And Allen County Scottsville breaks the pressure. Here's Metter trying to go up with it, blocked twice by Murphy. Trying to dribble away from Murphy into the right corner and loses it out of bounds.
The only positive we've got right now, because our offense isn't one of them, is our defense is still doing what our defense needs to do, right?
Yep. Trojanettes basketball, 5:25 to play in the third quarter. Katie Murphy, 8th grade point guard. Left side, Ennis feeds it down to Delk. And she walked. She shuffled her feet.
Yeah. Got to get a shot up there. Turn and throw it up. Yep. Any shot better than a turnover there.
Bullington to get it inbounds. Comes into Carter. Bounces back to Bullington. Fires it left side to Steenbergen. Now here comes McReynolds. Pulls up 10-footer straight away. Banked it in.
They've got the press figured out a little bit better now.
27-20. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Bertram in the corner. Lockhart right-hand side. Out top, Murphy. Feeds it off to Ennis. Left wing three. No. Ball hits the floor. Ennis got her on rebound. Trying to make it a move inside. A whistle and a foul on the Lady Patriots. Foul is on Steenbergen, her second. That's the first of the second half against Allen County Scottsville and Raven Ennis at the charity stripe. Free throw, good. 74% foul shooter on the season. That's her 6th point of the game. Knocked down the 3-point shot just a little bit ago. Metter checking out for ACS. And it's Cook back in. Free throw, good again for Raven Ennis. 29-20, Barren County. McReynolds feeds it off to Bullington. And now right side Carter in the corner. Cook for three. Yes.
Little sideline break. Got the ball up the floor quickly for them and found her wide open in the corner.
And here's Murphy driving quickly toward the basket. Bounces back out to Bertram. Left wing three. Bottom.
It's a good look for us. Elizabeth able to step in. Inside out three.
Peoples Bank three for Elizabeth Bertram. Here's McReynolds crossing the midcourt line and almost had it stripped away as Bertram down to the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow to the Trojanettes. She tied up McReynolds on the floor. 9-point Barren County lead. Led by 12 at the end of the first quarter, 10 at halftime. Left corner is Lockhart. Back out to Murphy, straight away over to Bertram. Now Bertram, diagonal pass, left side, picked off by Bullington. She's going to head toward the basket. Being chased all the way down the floor, lays it up and in and draws a foul. Foul on Elizabeth Bertram, her second, team's third.
That's her second, team third. Bullington was set line to shoot one.
Bullington's a 51% foul shooter. And the shot goes up, and it rims good.
Closest they've been?
It's only a 6-point ball game right now with 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Bertram driving strong to the bucket, puts it up and in.
Looked pretty easy there. She just sliced right through the zone.
Picked off. Murphy's got it, trying to go under, and a foul called on Cook. Her second, team's second.
Foul's on number 33, Chloe Cook. That's her second, team second.
Final score tonight, Murray 67, Metcalfe County 55 in the All-A-State tournament.
Hey, good. Go ahead.
Allison Metter checks back into the Allen County Scottsville lineup.
Good run for them, though. That's a great little piece for their community, and that basketball team's obviously playing pretty good.
Murphy gets it out. Bertram, another three-point try. The rim's no good. Boxed down to the board. That's Metter. Here comes Allen County Scottsville against Steenbergen in the front court. Off to McReynolds. Right side, Cook. Back to McReynolds. Swings it left side to Steenbergen. Steenbergen wanting to drive into the lane, cut off by Bertram. Cook trying to feed it there to Metter. Metter triple team, back out to Carter for the shot, good from 10 feet away.
They're starting to make shots, too. Remember, they only had, 4 field goals in the first half.
And Lockhart mishandled a pass, turnover by Barren. Cook gets rid of the basketball to Carter, breaks toward the middle, down the lane, blocked. Murphy out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Patriots.
Allen County's bench not very happy. There wasn't a foul called there, but they'll have it out underneath.
Cook to toss it in. It's a 6-point ball game, 34-28 Trojanettes. Here's Carter, baseline shot, short. But an offensive rebound and pulled out of there by Emma Hughes. Just kind of ripped it away. Bounce pass broken up by McReynolds. Loose ball again, and Hughes trying to go up with it. Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Lady Patriots. Wild sequence right there with 2:56 to play in the third quarter. Now Liberty Rice is returned to the Trojanette lineup here in the second half. Full court pressure by Barren as they get the ball in play to Bullington. Pass is deflected by Lockhart and goes out of bounds. Barren County was a 26-point favorite tonight. Only leads by 6. Picked up by Ennis. Can't get the shot to go. And rebounded there by Bullington and a foul. And it's going to be on Lockhart for reaching in.
Raven was right there. Fortunate she didn't pick up her fourth.
She kind of bobbled it in midair when she tried to put it up.
Right, never had a good control of it.
And here's Carter. Pass deflected on the end line underneath the basket by Murphy. 2:42 left in the third. The ball comes into Cook. She'll float it up court. Knocked away by Delk from behind. Ennis had it. Tried to get rid of the basketball, and she's fouled. Chloe Cook, that'll be 3 on her. Number 3 on the Lady Patriots in the second half.
I think both teams really have gotten caught up in the pace. We want to push it, but we're not pushing it efficiently, and Allen County is trying to play at that same, but the score says it should be a low, slow game.
Yeah. Here's Liberty Rice. Straight away over to Murphy on the right side. Down to the corner to Lockhart. Can't find Delk. Back out it comes to Murphy. Left side it goes to Ennis. She's going to fire it up for 3. Good.
A contested 3, but off the skip.
And 3 of the 4 field goals have been 3-point shots for Barren County here in the third quarter. 37-28. Barren by 9. 2:06 to go in the third. McReynolds with the basketball. Angles off left side, wants to drive, and has it taken away from her by Murphy. Got the numbers down to Rice. Throws it up and rolled it in. Timeout by Greg Dunn and Allen County Scottsville as the Trojanettes have pulled back to an 11-point lead at 39-28. Minute 50 to play here in the third quarter. Take a People's Bank timeout. People's Bank in Glasgow, your local community bank, working for you.
Elizabeth's got a 3, Carly's got a 3, Raven's got a 3. We've hit 4 threes overall. In that first matchup down in Scottsville, we hit 9 of our 17 threes. To be honest with you, 9 of our 23 field goals were 3. So we were hot that night. Maybe not so much tonight, but those 3 threes this quarter have really kept the margin at +10, and that's where it is at 11 right now.
Always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. As Coca-Cola scoreboard update, we mentioned a second ago, Murray beating Metcalfe County 67-55. Hopefully we'll get a few scores from down in the 14th district that's going on tonight. Warren Central Greenwood, I think, playing tonight, doubleheader. Allen County Scottsville basketball, the minute 50 to play here in the third quarter. And it'll be McReynolds to toss it in. McReynolds running the baseline, gets it into Carter. Back to McReynolds. Bounce pass over to Bullington. Bullington, they're still in the backcourt. Gives it back to McReynolds. She gets it across the line. Now takes it left side, hands it off out there to Steenbergen. Steenbergen pulls up, gives it back to Carter. Now Carter wants to drive against Lockhart, puts it up, and Lockhart blocked the shot, and it's out of bounds. Stays with ACS. Minute 29 to go here in the third. And McReynolds left of the bucket to toss it in. Sends it out to Metter. Gets rid of it to Bullington. Over to McReynolds to set up against Murphy. Fires it in the lane, and Carter can't handle a pass. Ennis goes down the floor, and then Lockhart scoops it up, gives it off to Murphy. Underneath, here's Rice, wide open, puts it in.
Just had to dig it out of there so we could get our head up and throw it up ahead for the assist.
41-28. Ball comes into Carter, gives it back to McReynolds with a minute to play here in the third quarter. Bullington in the backcourt, and she traveled.
Number 33, Cook.
Chloe Cook back in the game for Coach Greg Dunn.
All right, we got it to 13 now, so we got a minute here to see how far we can spread that out.
And here's Ennis, going to pop it up off the dribble. Air ball for 3. And taken by Cook. She's trapped. Throws it up court, and they got the numbers. 2-on-1, having to track them down the floor. Metter stops and shoots a 10-footer and hits it.
We got back, but they made a shot.
Yeah. 41-30, 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Murphy, left side to Ennis. Fakes, wants to drive. Spin move, going to get a foul. Oh, jump ball.
We'll keep it, but that was a tough jump ball call.
Re-entering the Lady Patriot lineup, number 10.
Bullington's going to check out for Allen County Scottsville, and Haley Steenbergen in to replace her. With 34.8 seconds to play. Ennis, left baseline, in the corner to Lockhart. Doesn't look for a shot. Now feeds it there to Ennis, and she's going to be fouled by Steenbergen. That's Haley Steenbergen, her first. Allen County Scottsville's fourth of the half.
Feels like it's been a long game, and neither team shot the bonus in the first half, and maybe on pace here in the second.
Murphy to toss it in on the left baseline. Gets it out to Ennis. Ennis fires up the shot and hits it from 15.
Step back. She's made a couple tough shots with hands in her face.
43-30. Pass cross court. Metter had a 2-on-1 break and pulls up with a three-point shot and nails it.
That wasn't an easy shot either.
Three-point basket.
And that's her second 3. Murphy over to Lockhart. She drives. One-hand shot up and in. Falling away. That's an athletic move of the freshman. 45-33. 4.4 seconds to go. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Entering the Lady Patriot lineup, number
And Allie Byrne, a 5'8 senior, is checked into the Allen County Scottsville lineup for the first time tonight. As the ball comes in to Cook, and desperation throw. It's going to go out of bounds, and that will end the third quarter. Barren County scoring 21 in the third quarter, almost as many as they scored in the first half. Allen County Scottsville scores 19 in the third quarter. 21-19 quarter. Trojanettes 45, Allen County Scottsville 33. Back with the fourth quarter. This is Barren County High basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. (45-33) Trojanettes over the Lady Patriots as we start the fourth quarter. Brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Rex Rush on stats, and Matthew Clark in the studios of Nash Icon. Glad to have you along with us tonight. McReynolds right side over to Steenbergen. On the dribble, back over goes to McReynolds down in the corner. As they dump it, knocked away by Ennis and taken by Murphy. Out in front of the pack, takes it in with a left-handed layup, good. 47-33, another turnover. Here's Bertram throwing it up, no good. Crashing the board, Ennis puts it up and in. 49-33. 16-point Trojanette lead, another turnover. Here's Ennis, dumps it off to Jackson. Jackson trying to make a move, stops and throws it back out to Ennis from 17 feet. It's short, gets her own rebound, going back up, foul. Trojanettes starting the quarter in a 4-0 run. The foul on Steenbergen of Allen County Scottsville. That is her third and the team's fifth. And Raven Ennis at the line. First one, it comes up short. That's her only miss from the line tonight. Chloe Cook and Kaylee Bullington back in the lineup for Allen County Scottsville.
That was an offensive explosion in that third quarter compared to what it had been the whole game. We scored 21 on 8 of 17 shooting at 47%. They scored 19 at 7 of 14 for 50% shooting. So,
and Ennis missed both free throws that trip. Yeah, we scored only 5 points the second quarter. Scored 21 in the third. 1 minute gone here in the fourth quarter. 49-33 Trojanettes, their largest lead of the ball game, actually. And here's McReynolds having trouble. Fires it down, and Bullington breaks free and puts it in. 49-35. Pass down to Delk, and she missed the shot. Jackson and Carter tied it up. We're going to get a foul called on Eve Jackson. Her second, team's fifth.
We don't keep a shot chart, but how many layups have we missed tonight?
A bunch. Barren County will pick up with full court pressure. As the ball comes into Steenbergen, she's in a trap, needs some help, and then they swat it away out of bounds. Lady Patriots keep it with 6:34 to play. McReynolds gets the ball in play to Cook. Almost to midcourt, throws it back to McReynolds. And now she'll set things up for the Lady Patriots. Left side, Steenbergen. Feeds it there to Carter. Left in lane, a little pump fake. Trying to go up over Jackson and a foul.
Eve will get called for the foul, but she did not create the contact. She was straight up standing there.
3 on Eve Jackson. Carter 2 shots. First one on the way, good. She has 7. That is 49-36. Carter for one more. And it's in the air, and it is no good. Delk went to the floor hard for the rebound. The ball gets loose and it's out of bounds. It will stay with Allen County Scottsville. No, it's Barren County's ball. Excuse me.
Re-entering the Trojanet lineup, number 20.
Taylor Harlow coming in for Carly Delk.
Re-entering the Lady Patriot lineup, number 13, Better.
She fell on her hip and
Little pain.
yeah, a little bit. As Ennis gets the ball in play to Murphy. Murphy speeding down the floor, down the middle of the lane, bounce pass on the left side. Ball's tipped away by Carter and stolen by Carter. And then almost threw it away, but chasing it down was Bullington. Bullington hands it off to McReynolds. Over the right side is Metter. Down to the right corner, Carter for 3. No. Rebound to Raven Ennis for the Trojanettes. Sends it up court to Murphy, and she traveled. Had it up on her shoulder before she could put it down on the floor.
I bet we're close to 15 turnovers. We had 9 in the first half, I think. We're definitely pushing 15, and at least half of those have been unforced.
Re-entering the Lady Patriot lineup, number 10, Steve Mergen.
7 here in the second half, so that puts us at 16.
Yeah. Haley Steenbergen back in the lineup for the Lady Patriots. Jay McReynolds sets it up for the Lady Patriots of ACS. And almost lost it, and they did. They turned it over. Murphy off to Jackson, and she traveled right here at midcourt. Couldn't get control of the basketball.
Nobody's valuing the basketball very much, are we? Nobody.
5:36 still to play. It's 49-36. Straight away comes over to Jaylee Steenbergen. She drives, lost the handle, picked up by Murphy. Turnover by the Lady Patriots. Murphy off to Jackson. Underneath, puts it up and in. First 2 points since the first quarter. That's her 9th point, 51-36, and McReynolds in trouble. Ball knocked away by Ennis, trying to go to Bullington.
Re-entering the Lady Patriot lineup, number 33,
And it'll stay with ACS. Carter coming back in the lineup.
Re-entering the Lady Patriot lineup, number 4, Carter.
So it looks like all the starters are in for ACS right now. Taylor Harlow goes in for Carly Delk for Barren County. Bullington to the right corner, gets the screen, but kicks it out to Cook. Swings it left side. McReynolds pulls the trigger. No. And Jackson trying to come out of there with a rebound and a foul on Bullington.
We have
That's her second, team 6.
sorry. We have rebounded the ball really well tonight. We'll look at those stats at the end of the game, but we've dominated the boards.
Murphy will set things up for Barren County. Bounce pass right side over to Jackson. Bullington trying to swipe the ball away. Back out to Ennis, top of the key. Here's Murphy with it on the left wing. Looking for Bertram in a crowd. Ball knocked out of bounds. 4:27 to play. Barren County up 51-36.
We're not going to win by 29 like we did last time, but
No, it
feels
doesn't
a little
look
more
that way.
comfortable now.
Comes into Harlow, a little hook shot, no good. Crashing aboard Ennis underneath Jackson, trying to flip it up. And a jump ball, possession arrow back to the Trojanettes.
I think
With 4:21 left, and we got a wet spot on the floor over there.
maybe, but I don't think the arrow's right either. Well, at least Coach Dunn's contesting it, but he's getting evidence told to him right now that it should be our ball.
All right, we're ready to go. 4:21 left, and Murphy will toss it in, left baseline. Sends it out to Ennis. Ennis wants to work it into the paint. Up and under shot is coming off. Rebound back to Ennis. She throws it out to Bertram. Bertram trying to go into a crowd. Has it swiped away. McReynolds with a basketball. Gives it off to Carter. And now here's Bullington on the left side. Dumps it back to Carter. Now giving it out to McReynolds. McReynolds wants to drive. Can't go. Double team. And Murphy ripped it away from her. Jump ball. Possession arrow to ACS. McReynolds at midcourt here on the near side to toss it in. Comes into Steenbergen. She'll give it back to McReynolds. Now right side, Bullington. Got Ennis guarding her. Going to take her one-on-one to the basket. Blocked by Bertram coming from the other side, and she'll commit the foul. It's 3 on Elizabeth Bertram, 7 on the Trojanettes here in the second half, and Bullington will step to the free throw line for the one, or actually 2 shots. First one is on the way and good.
Re-entering the Lady Patriot lineup, number 10, Steenbergen.
51-37. Bullington 6-point, all in the second half. And the second shot is good as well.
Timeout, Allen County.
Allen County Scottsville takes a full timeout. I believe they got one left.
Yes, I think so.
So we'll take a People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. 3:47 to play here in the ball game. Barren County up 51-38 over Allen County Scottsville. Got any scores there, Robert?
I just turned it on here to see what I do have. Logan County, this is a girls' final. Logan County beat Franklin Simpson 42-35. Franklin Simpson we will play Saturday. Logan County we play Tuesday, right? So that's a couple of our next week opponents.
We step out of the region Monday night, go to Hart County.
It looks like a 14th district final here. Bowling Green girls won 72-32, beat Warren East by 40. Wow. Now Warren East, I mean, we did not play good the other night.
No, we did. I mean, we only beat them by 4 points, but, you know, we're a lot better than 4 points. Better than Warren East.
I don't know if we're 40 points better.
I don't know. Bowling Green right now is the solid number 1 in the region.
I did not get to go to either of those games, so I missed out, but they must be the real deal.
They are. Got a foul in the back court, and it is on Carter, her second, team 7th. That puts the Trojanettes in the bonus now with 3:44 to play. Katie Murphy stepped up there and sank a pair back in the first quarter. Shooting at 52.4% of the season, and she missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebound to Jackson, turns and throws it back to Murphy out the corner. Her shot, no, an air ball. Allen County Scottsville basketball picked up by Jackson. Jackson feeds it to Harlow, and she puts it in. Taylor Harlow getting the scorebook, 5'9" freshman. 53-38. Here's a 3 by Metter. Good. That's 3 for Metter on the night. 53-41. Bertram with the basketball. Trying to get around her defender. Blocking foul on Metter. Her first, team's 8th. And Elizabeth Bertram at the line. She sank a pair back in the first quarter. Got 15 points tonight. And here's her free throw. It's up. It's good.
Re-entering the Trojanet lineup, number 45.
Mind you, our broadcast brought to you in part by Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris. Let Jamie Harris of Edward Jones assist you today with your financial planning. Bertram's second shot, good. 55-41. Here's a steal. Bertram down the floor, couldn't get the ball away and lost it out of bounds. She was sitting up and just kind of flapped it with her hand, and it went out of bounds. Now McReynolds having trouble, has to lob it. It's picked off by Jackson, saves it in bounds. It's going to come into the back court to Murphy. Murphy gives it to Ennis, sends it down the corner. Bertram drives a baseline, splits the defenders, throws it up and in.
A tough shot, off balance.
57-41. And they're going to catch Bertram with a foul. And that's going to be 4 on Elizabeth Bertram. 8 on the Trojanettes in the second half.
And this is a good point. A lot of time coaches just yell to yell, but he was asking why that wasn't over and back. He may have a good argument. The only thing I can think of is we did not have full control, and we just kind of threw it. And that's the only thing, even though I'm not sure you have to have control. If you're the last person to touch it, you're considered in possession of it. So I don't know fully the rule, but he's getting explained to him.
Steenbergen at the line. The shot goes up. It's good. She's 4 for 4, the 8th grader. Only shoots 50% from the foul line on the season. 57-42. She missed that one. Crashing aboard is Raven Ennis. Here comes Murphy. Racing down the floor. Bounce pass down to Lockhart. She puts it up. It's no good. Rebound to McReynolds. And we got a whistle. Oh, an intentional foul. Who's the intentional foul on?
I put my head down, but they're going to call it on Macy.
Number 22, Macy Longdon. That's her third.
Well, I didn't see it.
Let's see if I can. I haven't had up BC Live tonight, but I'm going to pull those guys up and see what we can see.
And it is Bullington at the line. Free throw is up and it is good. 57-42.
Number 11, Bertram. Re-entering the Lady Patriot lineup, number 13, Matter.
Bullington back of the line, and this one comes off after hitting 4 in a row. And it'll be Allen County Scottsville's basketball with 2:43. And McReynolds will toss it in. Comes into Bullington. Down to 2:40 left. Barren County by 14 points. Bullington hooks it back left to Metter. In the corner goes to Carter. 3 in the air. Air ball. Murphy's got it. Ahead up to Jackson. Jackson feeds to Delk. Lost the handle. Tried to save it in bounds and got it batted right back to her standing up.
Couldn't do much about it. It landed right in her lap. They would either hit her in the chest or catch it.
2:20 left. 57-43, Barren County. McReynolds with the basketball. Angles off right off the screen from Metter. Gives it back to Metter. Metter wants to drive against Delk. She cuts her off. Goes back in the corner. Metter just turns and fires and hits it for 3. Wow, that is 4 threes. 3 in the second half for Allison Metter.
She's only hit 17 all year. Does lead their team, but hit 17 on the year. She's got 4 tonight.
Raven Ennis hands it off out to Jackson. Jackson feeds to Bertram. Going in for the shot. She got fouled, no whistle.
That's what Elizabeth's gone through all night. They've kind of picked on her a little bit, and just the lead, let it go.
Bullington reverses, drive to the bucket, puts it up. It's good. Now they've cut it to single digits. 57-48 with a minute and a half to play.
I think we have all of our timeouts. I don't know if we'll use one here or not.
Ball knocked away, and then get a timeout as Murphy came up with a basketball.
Tried to call timeout and wasn't granted, and then we almost threw the ball away. I look back on that intentional foul. The camera was kind of moving back with the basketball the other way, so I didn't see the whole thing, but to me it didn't look like a whole bunch of anything, and I think the official maybe over-exaggerated what was there, especially with an intentional foul. But we kind of let our guard down again. What did we get it up to, 16?
Yeah.
And just let our guard down and said, hey, this game's over, and put it in cruise control. Well, our car must not work in cruise control at all, because give up 4 threes to a girl that doesn't shoot the ball really well. But when you make a couple, you need to make sure you know where she is and match up, and we completely have turned it over way too many times.
Well, 21 of Allen County Scottsville's 48 points have come from behind the arc. They've hit 7 threes. It's a pass, Murphy underneath the Delk, and she puts it in.
And we can make it look so easy like that, or we can make it look so difficult, like us barely catching and passing the basketball tonight.
59-48, 1:10 to play. as McReynolds has it. Right side it goes to Carter. Now Carter gives it out top to Steenbergen. Turns and fires. No good for 3. And the ball off the hand of Murphy trying to get the rebound. 1 minute to play. And you know, it's possible that these two teams could meet in the first round of the district tournament.
Yeah, I mean,
not out of the question yet.
I don't think there's much difference between them and Monroe County. We just haven't played well tonight, and I don't think there's one person we'd rather play, although you probably don't want to play Allen on their home floor.
Right. 53 seconds to play. Carter drives in, throws up the shot. Foul on Jackson.
It was, yeah. I don't know what itis we have tonight, if that's the proper way to say it, but we have tried to block every single shot instead of sitting down and guard. So I know we're nitpicking a lot of things, but there are a lot of things to nitpick. We beat a team by 29, and then we've struggled to keep it double digits here tonight, and it's an opportunity here to cut it back to a single-digit game, even though there's just 50 seconds to play.
59-49, Carter hit the first. And the shot goes up, and she hits it. 59-50. 50 and a half seconds to play. Full court pressure by the Lady Patriots. Raven Ennis throws it away. And here comes Steenbergen down the lane, and a collision with Eve Jackson and an offensive foul.
I give Eve a ton of credit. I just kind of criticized us for trying to block everything. She stood in there and took a charge at a great time. There was no way that wasn't a charge. She ran right over.
Comes into Jackson. Gives it back to Ennis. Now Ennis loses a handle, but got it back, though. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson takes it right down the left side of the lane and lays it in. 11 points for Eve Jackson. 61-50. And what do we got here?
I don't know what Eve did, but Eve hit the basketball and knocked it out of Allen County's hands. She knocked it out of Bullington's hands, who was getting ready to throw the ball in bounds. Lucky, honestly, she didn't get called for a technical. That's kind of the mental lapse that we've had tonight. Why do you do things like that?
I don't know. McReynolds races into the front court. Right side it goes to Metter. The Delk trying to guard her. Forces up the 3. It's an air ball. Ennis. Bertram fires it down to Delk, and she gets knocked to the floor.
If Macy's wasn't intentional, that probably should be too, but it was not intentional of nature. Right. She kind of lost her balance and went into Carly.
So McReynolds her second. Carly Delk at the line for 2 shots. Both teams in a double bonus. Shot no good off the front of the rim. We're only 2 of 6 from the foul line here in the fourth quarter. And Coach Greg Dunn pulling the starters out with 19.3 to play.
Also entering number 3,
Delk back at the stripe. Shot goes up and hit the front of the rim again. Bertram trying to go back up with it on the offensive board, and she's fouled.
Number 25, Sarah Beth Wright. Number 42, Megan Brooks.
So Bertram will be at the line for 2 shots. And the first one's good. She's perfect tonight, 5 out of 5. 62-50 and 63-50 as Bertram hits both. 17.2 seconds to play. Steenbergen with the basketball, right side, pulls up, shoots the 3 and drains it. Wow, man, that's 8 threes for Allen County Scottsville. 63-53, 6 seconds to play. And the Trojanettes will just hold it here. And that'll do it. 63-53, the final score. Trojanettes go to 15-4 and stay undefeated. An ugly win is better than a pretty loss. But this has been a district game. But, you know, Allen County Scottsville shot the lights out the second half. They hit 6 threes and hit 8 for the ball game, which is really uncharacteristic for them.
Yeah, it is. You know, I thought it was really physical. The physicality of the game, we didn't handle it at times. They're doing this little prayer right now. I don't.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
It was
Sorry.
short.
Yeah. But yeah, we just didn't handle the physicality at times, and then just just the little things here and there. We turned the ball over way too many times, and that's one thing that we talked about. Just value the basketball. We want to push in transition. We want to go, but we want to do it at the right times. And that's what I told Katie. Like, keep the ball in your hands a little bit longer. Like, she's wanting to get it out and go, which is fine, but we got to make sure that we're for sure open. And again, just the little things we've got to still work on. And like you said, credit to them. They shot the ball really, really well. The best I think I've seen them at all. And we just got to make the adjustment.
And we missed a lot of shots 2 feet away.
We did. We missed a lot of little layups and easy baskets. And that's everybody. It wasn't just one. And those are some things that are fixable that we can work on, and we will.
I think being out of school and kind of getting out of routine and then beating this team by 30 at their place.
It could be, but we didn't make shots, and then we couldn't get in our press, and that was one thing that hurt us a little bit because we obviously we live off of that at times, and again, we just gotta make shots and gotta get better and locate. We met her hit 2 or 3. I don't know how many threes she hit, but she was solid as well.
Met her had 4 of them.
Yep.
Yep, she ended up with 4.
So.
She hit 17 on the season, so had those 4 tonight. This is a big stretch of games for you. We go on the road tomorrow night to Franklin Simpson, then we go on the road to Hart County Monday, to Logan County Tuesday. Got lots of games to prepare for in a short period of time.
We do, and I think the kids like it better that way. They want to just play, but again, like you saw tonight, we've got to fix those little things, and we'll got to come back at it tomorrow and hopefully fix those little things overnight, and we'll go from there.
Right. You go to 5-0 in the district. You got one more district game to go next Friday night against Glasgow, and you can clinch the number 1 seed.
That's right. Well, obviously, these next few games we just want to get better, but then next Friday, that's our focus.
Coach, congratulations.
All right, Jay.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
Coach Piper Lindsay and the Trojanettes, they win 63-53 over Allen County Scottsville tonight. As we'll come back and we'll have our post-game report coming up. And our post-game stats brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven on our farm and made for yours. As you're listening to Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.